What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another live stream from the Scalar Learning channel. And today we are going through the no calculator section of the May 2018 official. I get this down here. Official SAT. So somebody requested that I do the May 2018 answer or request accepted. I'm happy to do it. Always happy to do these official tests from, usually you can find them online on Reddit and stuff like that. So let's see how it goes. I think people have noted that this is a pretty tough one. So again, guys, I'm going to be taking this test for the first time in real time. So I'm going to set the timer. I won't be able to necessarily respond in real time because I'll be fully engrossed in the test taking process. I will do my best to answer questions at the end, but I got a pretty tight tutoring day. So I'm going to have to jump off pretty soon after I finish this. So I'm just giving you that FYI. All right, here we go. Oh, yo, thank you guys for the love. ST Sweet Fi, not sure, but and Baran, I believe that's Turkish, right? Hello, what's up? What's up? And Richard Ortega, of course, you're on all the time. So, what's up, everybody? Let's do it. Somebody you call me General Kenobi because that's awesome. All right. Yeah, these tests are on Reddit, right? I've mentioned this many times, so you can search for these on Reddit. Here we go. We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Let's do it. Okay, Lardarius spent a total of $200 to lease snowboard equipment and win a vacation. Each day of his vacation, he purchased the ticket for $44. Make this off. If Lardarius purchased T-Lift tickets, how much money in dollars did he spend doing? It's 44T plus 200, right? I think it's this. Let me just make sure I didn't misunderstand something. Each day of his vacation, he purchased it for $44. T-Lift tickets, boom, and 200. Yeah, that's it. This is just an expression. Okay, which of the following expressions is equivalent to? First of all, distribute that 2. So it's going to be, let's rewrite it, 3q squared plus r cubed plus 5r minus 8q plus 2q squared plus 2r. First of all, that r cubed is not going to become 7, right? There's only one of those. Then the 3q squared and 2q squared combined to 5q squared. All those have that. Then we have, there shouldn't be a qr. Then we have a 5r combining with the 2r, which should be a 7r, so it's this guy. And then negative 8q is just negative 8q. So that's it. Boom. So I didn't totally just simplify it. I ended up using a little process of elimination as well. Which equation represents the line, the xy plane that passes through this and has a slope of that? Y equals mx plus b, where m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. If it's a 0 on the x, that is my y-intercept. So there it is, negative 3x plus 3. Boom, done. Numero number 4, in the equation above, a, b, c are constants. So the equation has infinitely many solutions, aka the left side and the right side must equal each other. Which of the following must be equal to c? First, I'm going to distribute this. So if you look at this and you're like, I don't know what to do, start by simplifying and distributing. So we have 2x plus 2b equals ax plus c. Now I can see if it has infinitely many solutions, it means both sides must be identical, which means that 2 equals a, which we don't care about, and 2b must equal c. So that's it. That's the answer. What's equal to c? Boom, done. And the reason why is because just to make it clear, the x terms must match and the constants must match to be equal. Next, which of the following is equivalent to this? All right, what have they done? It looks like they factored. So first, let's square this, and then we'll see if we can factor it out. So is there a shortcut? No. Okay, so that becomes 2x. We have to FOIL this binomial. It's 4x squared. This becomes 4x squared. This becomes 8x plus 8x, which is 16x, and then plus 16 minus 4x squared. These cancel, and then I can factor out a 16. So it should be 16 times x plus 1, which is this guy. Boom, done. Now, by the way, if you're not sure how to do that, you could plug and chug, right? Like you could be like, hey, let's pretend x is 5. Plug in here, and then plug into all the answer choices and see which one gives you equivalent values. But that would take more time, in my opinion. Number 6, line L, showing the equation above, which of the following is equation line L? So let's check it out. Y-intercept is 3. I see it's not in slope-intercept form, but we'll get to that in a second. And the slope is down 1 over 2. So it's a negative 1/2 x. And then they put it in standard form, right? I got x, y, and then the constant. So let's do the same thing. Add 1/2 x to both sides. And then the standard form, we just have no fraction. So multiply everything by 2, and I get x plus 2y equals 6, and we are done. Also, if you didn't know that, you could have turned these into slope-intercept and see which one matched, but that was faster. Number 7, for the function above of f, the table above shows some values of x and the corresponding values in terms of the constants a, b, and c. If c is greater than b is greater than a, so we could assume it would be something like 1, 2, and 3, or something like that, which means that this has a positive slope. From 1 to it's b, because if those are going up, right, it means that at, like, you know, here, look, check it out. There's my a is my y value, right? Here's my b value. Here's my c value. That works. Here is my a value, my b value, my c value. So c is bigger than b is bigger than a, right? I'll just write it out so you can see what I'm saying. And then here would be a, b, and c. So those are all fine, right? C is the biggest. Here it would be a problem, right? Here would be a, here would be b, and here would be c. So c is smaller than b and a, so that's out. So b is the one that doesn't work. Can't be the graph. Which of the following expressions is equivalent to this? Oh no, if this, which of the following is equivalent to this? And we look, so we're getting everything in terms of z. That's very important. So what I want to do, wait, let me think about this. Okay. I've said this many times. I know there's something to this here. When I look at this, I know it's factorable, so I'm going to factor it. So if I factor that, it becomes, I think it's a perfect square. 2y minus. So it's x minus 2y, because it becomes x squared, negative 2xy, negative 2xy, negative 4xy, plus 4y squared. Then I'm going to simplify this guy by dividing everything by 3, and I get x minus 2y equals 3z. Now look how easy this problem becomes, and it's because we follow that instinct of factoring. And I wasn't sure, like I felt pretty confident something like this would work out, but I don't know that that's the case. I just follow those instincts blindly. I see something factorable, I factor it. So I substitute in, multiply these guys, and I get 9z squared, right? And we are done. Boom. Numero nexto, number 9. Which of the following is the solution to the equation above? So let's factor. Oh, it's probably not factorable because I see roots in the thing. So I'm going to use the quadratic formula. Negative b, positive 4, plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4. A is 1, c is 2, right? A, b, c, over 2 times a, which is 1. Then I get 4 plus or minus 16 minus 8, which is 8. To factor out of 2, simplify by, it's 4 times 2, so square root of 4 is 2. Plus or minus 2 root 2. Divide by 2, it's 2 plus or minus root 2. So it's this one. That's one of the solutions. Quadratic formula. Wait, did I get it? Okay. Next, the function above can be used to estimate, hold on a second, can be used to estimate the number of farms in millions in the United States for, okay, and it's the number of years after 1940. Got it. So 72 would be 2012, right? Which of the following is the best interpretation of the number 5? Oh, it's the starting value, initial value. If you watch my videos where I teach about exponential, this number up front is the starting value. So it is the number of farms in 1940. Yep. Nope. Decrease number. I just still do this anyways. Nope. Estimated percent by which? No, that would be 2%. Because this is 0.98, meaning 98% is remaining every whatever year, which means it's dropping by 2%. 11. System equation graph and the graph equations intersect at point x, y. What is the y coordinate? Okay, aka solve. So look, we can easily use substitution. Substitute x squared in there. And I know we're trying to find for y, but that's all good. equals 2x plus 3. Let's set it all equal to 0 because it's a nice quadratic. Standard protocol says we factor if it's factorable. X. That is a 3 and a 1. That is minus. That is plus because, right, in that multiplies negative 3, adds to negative 2. So my solutions are negative 1 and 3. Now, let's plug them in and find the corresponding y value. So when x is negative 1, plug it in here. It's 1 because negative 1 squared is 1. What is 3 squared? It is 9. So either 9 or 1. Oh, no. We have two solutions. Hold on. Oh, y is at a point where x is greater than 0 and y. Oh, it's this one. It's 9. Okay, good. Though I missed that little condition. So they're both greater than 0. Boom, done. Which of the following is a solution to the equation? All right, can we factor? This is factorable, I believe. Let's use the star method. Rarely do I have to use it, but let's go for it because I like it. So we put the a terms up here, a times c up top, b on the bottom. What multiplies to negative 12 adds to 4. It's positive 6 and negative 2. Simplify this to 2/3. Just 2 and 3, but 2/3. Simplify this to 2 over negative 1. And then it factors to 2x minus 1 times 2x plus 3. And you can check it if you want to make sure that works. So my two solutions are 1/2 and negative 3/2. Right? Negative 3/2 times this would make negative 3 plus 3 and 0 out. 1/2 times this would 0 that out. So they only have negative 0.5. That's no good. So negative 1.5. That's negative 3/2. Boom, done. The equation P equals blank approximates the pressure in pounds per square inch. What is the increase in depth that is necessary? Hold on. To increase pressure by 1 pound. Hold on. I have to think about this. I know that's the slope. So my slope is, hold on. So 0.43, the slope is always the change in y, which in this case is the pounds, over the change in depth, which is 1. And we want to know what is the increase in depth that is necessary to increase pressure by 1 pound. Now, I don't know if this is the best way to do this, and I'll look at another way in a second. It's just tricky with the decimals and the fact that it's no calculator. But this should work. So we cross multiply, and I get 0.439x equals 1. And then I divide both sides by 0.439, and it should be 1 over 0.439 is the amount of depth that needs to change to increase by pounds. So I believe it's A. Oh, yeah, you know how I know this is right? Yeah, look, so check it out. If I plug this in, 0.439 times this just becomes 1. 1 plus 14.7, boom, pounds, the pressure by 1 pound per square inch would go up by exactly 1. So you plug this in, and it's going to increase the pressure from 14.7 at 0. Then it becomes 15.7. So there's how we can double check it. But it is a tricky question. Okay, 14. 4x plus 4x plus 4x plus 4x equals over 4 equals 4. What's the value of 4x? Okay. Let's add that all together, and we get 16x over 4 equals 4. Simplify. This is such a weird problem. It's 4. Right? They said, what's the value of 4x? It's 4. If they solve for x, it's 1. So be careful. But yeah, 4x is 4. 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 divided by 4 is 4. Boom. Okay. That's the type of question that I could see people getting wrong and being so upset with themselves for getting it wrong because it's just tried to trick you with the language. In the xy plane, points 2, 4, negative 2, negative 4 are the endpoints of a diameter of a circle. And you'll see I waste no time and I draw a circle. Computer's glitching a little bit, and I hope nothing bad is happening to the stream. So it's 2, 4 and negative 2, negative 4. Which is fine. So first of all, I can find the center is the midpoint of these, which is clearly 0, 0, which is amazing, right? Because Add these and take the average. Add these, take the average. So these are out because these are centered. This is centered at 2, -4. So got to know your circle equation, guys. I tell you, they always have at least 1 or 2 questions. So it's one of these two. And now we just need to know what is the radius. So the radius is the distance from the center out here. And it's going out 2 and up 4. So it's literally 2 squared plus 4 squared equals the radius squared. A little Pythagorean theorem. And it's nice that it's at 0, 0. So I'm using the distance formula, but I'm not like plugging it in directly to that formula. And this becomes 4 plus 16 equals c squared. And that is, so the radius squared is 20. And that's all we need to know because that's what is in the equation is the radius squared. So, you know, we don't have to take the square root or do anything like that. Let me just make sure I didn't make any mistakes. I think it's all good. Okay, 16. Now we're on the final page in the free response. Let's do it. In the xy plane, K passes through the point. 3, 1 is parallel to this. What is it? It's 5/2. Because the slope, this point doesn't even matter. They just want the slope. If 2 lines are parallel, slopes are the same. Okay, next. If the order pair xy satisfies the system of equation above, what is the value of x? Okay, let's substitute. 2x plus 3 times, instead of y, I'm going to substitute 2x in because y equals 2x equals 4. 3 times that is 6x. That's 8x equals 4 and divide by 8. Of course, 4x equals 4/8 or simplified to 1/2. And then we plug it in just to make sure. If x is 1/2, y is 1. If x, right? Because 1/2 of 2 is 1. If x is 1/2, 1, y is 1. Works for both. We know we did it right. What value of x satisfies this equation? All right. What we have here is we have a proportion. So the way I like to do this is first I'm going to assign that negative to the top or bottom, but in this case, to make it easier, I'm going to assign it to the top. Boom. And then we cross multiply. Boom, boom. -1 times that is -x plus 8 equals 1 times that is x minus 9. Uh-oh. This didn't work, right? Oh, yeah, it did. Sorry. Then I'm going to add x to both sides. And I get 8 equals 2x minus 9. Add 9 to both sides. And I get 17 equals 2x. Divide by 2, divide by 2. And we could either, you can enter it as 17 over 2 or 8.5, whatever you prefer. Probably would recommend the former so you don't have to do extra mental math and potentially make a mistake. But now I'm just going to double check. 8.5 minus 8 is 0.5. 1 divided by that is 2. On this side, 8.5 minus 9 is -1/2. 1 divided by that is -2, but then we got a negative, so it makes it +2. So both sides would equal 2. Therefore, the solution is validated. 2 questions left, 8.5 to go. The 2 acute angles of a right triangle. What am I immediately doing? I'm drawing a right triangle. Okay, it says 2 acute angles of a right triangle have a degree measure of x and y. If sine of x is 5/13, meaning opposite is 5, hypotenuse is 13, which means this side is 12, by the way. If you want to figure that out using Pythagorean's theorem, you can. I have this Pythagorean triple memorized, 5, 12, 13, so there we go. What is the value of cosine of y? It's the same. Sine of x is the same as cosine of the complementary angle, but it's still nice to have the triangle. Then you don't have to think too much. Cosine of y is adjacent over hypotenuse. 5/13. Boom, done. Last but not least, 20. Got a little imaginary numbers. In the equation above, a and b are real numbers, or I equals negative. What's the value of a? Okay. When in doubt, FOIL, right? This is what I always say. So we're just going to FOIL these guys and get the 2 equations looking the same. 15 times 6 is 90. 15 times -3 is -45i. -4i times 6 is -24i. 4 times 3 is +12i squared, but I squared is -1, so this becomes 90. These guys combine to -69i, and that becomes -12. 90 minus 12 is 78. 69i equals a plus bi. So we can see that b is -69, but a is +78. It's just matching up at that point. And we are done. About 7 minutes to spare. Let me just make sure didn't make any mistakes. 90. -45, -24, that's -69, and then positive 12i squared, which is minus 1278. Okay, I feel confident. We're going to stop the clock and go ahead and check the answers. See how we did. Now, again, if you're taking this test for real, and even if I were taking it for real, like a sit down, I would not be just chilling now with that 6 minutes. I would go back to anything that I felt was extra difficult and be or just redoing the test from start to finish. And you should be flagging things that you're not sure of and stuff like that. Hold on, I think this is the answers. Here we go. All right. Here we go. We have got CDBD, AABC, AABC, CADA, CADA, and ABD. ABD. So far, so good. Multiple choice. Nailed it. Now let's check the free response. Fingers crossed. 5 halves. Boom. 1 half. 8.5 baller. 5/13 and 78. Yeah. So that was on the harder side, I would say, as far as no calculator sections go. Let's see what you guys think. Oh, my. You've helped me so much. Oh, it's awesome. It's lagging. Uh-oh. Is it better now, guys? Oh, wow. It is really... is the audio been clear at least? Oh, shoot. Why is my Wi-Fi so bad? Okay, I'm so sorry, guys, but I hope that was helpful. I'm going to review this video later. If it was really bad... Oh, are you serious? Is it that bad? This is just... All right, maybe it is time to get a new PC or a new Mac. Anyways, I'm going to check it out. If it's terrible, I'm going to just redo this video later. But thank you guys so much for joining. I hope it was still somewhat helpful. And if you could please click that like button, I'd really appreciate that. It helps the channel out tremendously. And if you could also subscribe if you want to see more from the channel, of course. You think it's going to help. Let's go ahead and hit that subscribe button. All right, good. As long as the audio is clear, I think we should be good. Thank you guys so much for joining. And I will see you in the next video.